Wellness Unplugged podcast. I'm your host, Dr. Patrick Buckley. Thank you for joining. This podcast is brand new, and it's brought to you by Dynamic Edge Physiotherapy here in beautiful Wilton in Fairfield County. So thank you for coming and listening. I know this is a new and exciting new podcast. I'm your host, Patrick Buckley. I've been a physical therapist for many years. Graduated from Sacred Heart University in 2011. Go Pioneers. So very excited to be doing this podcast with you. Hopefully you can join us. We're going to be dropping these things about a month, every month. Not too frequent, not too long. Even every episode is going to be short and sweet. I don't need to be boring you guys with too much information, but I wanted to definitely get some information into your hands, and I think this is just a nice way to do it. So why did I want to start a podcast? Well, PT and Wellness Unplugged is basically a podcast that I wanted to put together where I can just have real, raw conversations with other healthcare providers, other PTs, other chiropractors, other doctors, even other people in the wellness world, whether it's massage therapists or personal trainers or anybody that's really out there to try to bring wellness and bring some health and bring some insight into the world of our crazy lives. And what is wellness, right? What is wellness in definition? Well, I think the biggest and best thing is there's many different avenues of wellness. There's obviously physical wellness, right? That's your body and strength and flexibility. There's also some emotional or mental wellness, and I think that's a huge component to how we function on a day-to-day basis. Being able to be mentally and emotionally sound is a very important piece to how we act and how we control ourselves and how we just go about day to day. And then I like to think about a little bit of spiritual wellness. I think that's a nice little avenue, and everybody's got their own thing, and we'll talk a little bit about that. I may have some great speakers coming on at some point in the future. I just want to bring some advice and some discovery to people so that they can discover what's their wellness, what's their way of bringing happiness and peace and wellness into their life. So, bringing some actionable advice, I think, is really what I want to do. And, having other people talk about what works for them and, what works for me may not work for you, and that's cool. But I wanted to bring some advice to all of our listeners out there on their wellness journeys. So who do I want to talk to? Who do I want to listen to this? And really, I want anybody who's interested in health conscious and not worried about their health, but interested in achieving optimal health. Lifelong learners, people who are constantly just kind of like looking for the answer, looking for something that's going to help them. I want some other PTs to be listening. I think this is a great little avenue, a great little way for other physical therapists or physical therapist students or any healthcare professional really to just listen, learn, and be able to even connect with me and our staff and whatever it takes for us to kind of unite to try to bring some wellness to the world. We're going to talk with some personal trainers and nutritionists. What else I want to do is I want to get some small business owners, right? Some small local business owners in this Wilton community or Fairfield County, and try to get them to just chat with me and maybe come on the podcast and talk a little bit about why they do what they do, what's something that they do on the wellness standpoint, what brings joy to their life. And I think this is going to be a really great podcast. Each one's going to be about 25 minutes. Easy, simple 25 minutes. I'm not going to be doing 2-hour-long things. That's just crazy. I don't need to talk for 2 hours. Plus, I don't think you want to listen to me for 2 hours, right? I know I wouldn't. I mean, listen. We're going to have some good stuff to talk about. I have a whole year set up of what we're going to talk about. I got some great things, corporate wellness, the role of physical therapy, right? We're going to talk about meditation and mindfulness. We're going to have some great great guest speakers come in and chat with me. And I think it's going to be really, really exciting. So First thing I want to talk about today, just because today's our pilot, it's our first one. I want to talk about uh, first a little bit about me. I don't want to go crazy into that because it's not about me. I want to talk a little bit about me. Also want to talk a little bit about what we do here at Dynamic Edge in Wilton. And then we're going to kind of move on into a few avenues of what I do for wellness. And listen, what I do is not what I expect anybody else to do, but what I do for wellness. So a little bit about me. My name is Dr. Patrick Buckley again. Thank you. I went to Bridgewater State University up in Massachusetts, where I got my athletic training degree. It was a really difficult and arduous degree, but I got it done. Decided, you know what, I really don't want to be an athletic trainer. I love athletes. I love working with the sports teams. But the athletic training world for me just wasn't what stuck and felt good for me. So I moved on. Went to physical therapy school at Sacred Heart University in Fairfield. Absolutely loved it. Had the best time of my life there. Met some of the greatest people, greatest professors, greatest colleagues that I could ever ask for. And learned so much, not only how to be a good PT, but just how to be a good person. I think that's one of the best things about a program like that. It just teaches you what's coming up the line in professionalism, and what's coming up the line, and how to act, and how to be, and who to be. And I think that's a big one. And I like to tell a lot of my students and a lot of my younger colleagues, just be you, and be kind, and don't try to be somebody else. So that's what I learned at Sacred Heart University. I graduated from there in 2011, and I went and I worked for a local physical therapy group here in Fairfield County, and really loved working for them. I worked my way up in their system, became the manager of one of their largest clinics, but unfortunately they got bought out by this large conglomerate PT place, womp womp, which really just decided, this wasn't for me. That's not what I want to do. I don't want to work for the big conglomerate place that just wants me to turn and burn and get as many people in the door and out the door, and it just wasn't my style. So they decided to release me and let me go, which at the time was very, very shocking. I had a 1.5-year-old daughter, and that was shocking. It was kind of like, oh my goodness, I have no income coming in. I got nothing. So, I got the wheels turning. I met a lot of people. I reached out to a lot of people. I got everything going. I got released in April, and I opened Dynamic Edge in July. Can you believe that? The turnaround was quick. I got my lease done. I got everything done. I got all the credentialing done. I got everything taken care of so that I could open my doors. And that's what I did, and I did it really fast. And thank God I did. It's been the best decision I've ever made. I had the most supportive family and supportive friends. My wife dealt with me being out of the house forever because I was working so much in the beginning. So thank you to her for being the bomb, the best, taking care of me. So that was 8 years ago in 2016, and we're still here doing our thing. About a year ago, I opened up a wellness division, right? And again, this was the question I kept getting asked over and over again. What else can I do? What else can I do to heal quicker? What else can I do? Is there anything else that I can do to help my body feel better? I don't feel great every day. I wake up stiff. I wake up sore. I wake up in achy pains. There comes a point where physical therapy isn't the answer for that. It's how to take care of your body in other ways so that you can be at your optimal every single day, day in and day out. So therefore, I came up with our wellness and cryotherapy division. So I did a lot of research, and I kind of figured out, where do I want to go in the wellness world? Where do I want to go? Where do I want to go next, right? And I was a little bit of a pivot, and I kind of thought, what am I going to do? What's something that's exciting, that's new, that people love? What am I seeing out there? What am I hearing out there from other places? So I did a little research. I went down to Tampa in Florida, checked out a couple cryotherapy machines, and I absolutely fell in love with whole body cryotherapy. Now, I don't know if anybody has ever tried it, ever done it, ever seen it. It's really, really great. Your body is just challenged. It's just taken to the next level. It's taken you out of your comfort zone, and the health benefits of getting into a cryotherapy machine. Well, it's unimaginable. It's really great. We're going to have many more conversations about whole body cryotherapy, in other podcasts and other episodes, but just wanted to give you a little teaser on that. So again, opened up my wellness and cryotherapy division about a year ago, and we've been just cranking over there. We got the cryotherapy, we have red light therapy, which has been talked about all over the place in its health benefits and also its recovery benefits. We have an infrared sauna, again, another device, another modality, another thing out there that really the health benefits are just out of this world. You want to live longer, you want to be healthier, I mean, just get into a sauna. Really, that's the easiest and simplest way you can do it. So we have one of those. We have compression therapy with the Normatec compression boots, which is just like a recovery beast, right? You get a good workout in, you're sore, you're achy, you get into that thing, it squeezes all the junk out of your muscles, squeezes all the byproducts out, lets your body recover, gets rid of some swelling, improves your range of motion after workouts. It's just absolutely phenomenal. And then we brought in stretch. There's these places out there, these stretch bars, these stretch places, and even massage places are doing stretch now, which boggles my mind. So stretching it's one of those things where I feel like it can be done incorrectly. And I've heard from a lot of people that when they do go to these stretch places, stretch bars, stretch labs, stretch zones, whatever you want to call them, when they do go to these places, they end up being very uncomfortable. And you're not supposed to be uncomfortable after a stretch. So I'm wondering if maybe their techniques, their protocols, their trainings, whatever they got going in order to get these stretchologists or whatever term they use, I just don't know if they're doing them the right way. So what did I say? I can do it better. I'm a physical therapist. I know how to stretch people. I've been stretching people for a long time. I know the benefits of it. Let's bring in our own stretch division. So that's what we do. I have a stretch coach right now. She is certified through the ACSM, the American College of Sports Medicine, as a stretch and flexibility coach. So she has an advanced certificate to give her more training, more knowledge, more insight on how to stretch appropriately. What's the purpose of the stretch? What's the reason behind the stretch, right? The physiology behind the stretch. And then that's what we implement. We're going to implement very safe and effective techniques, and definitely not trying to injure people. I think, my goal was to bring safety to the front line of anything that we provide. I don't want people getting hurt and saying, oh, I got hurt over at Dynamic Edge. That's just not how I want it. So that's why I decided to bring on my own stretch and teach people how to do it the right way. So we have a great stretch team. So that's our wellness division. I mean, it's robust. It's a little tight and small in there, but it's really, really great. We have an awesome team. So we have physical therapy, we have wellness, we got the cryotherapy, and that's what we're doing here over in Wilton, right on Route 7. Beautiful, beautiful town. So Wilton, let's talk a little bit about Wilton, right? Wilton's one of those places. What a great town this is, right? So again, I opened 2016, right? Opened the doors, and the word of mouth, the super raving super fans that we have in this town that tell everybody about us. It's unbelievable, the support and the outpouring of love that this town and this community can give, and it's really, really remarkable. We got the high school right across the street. I've been able to do a little bit with their high school, which has been phenomenal. Bobby Rushton over there, the AD, is a great dude. The sports teams have been really, really awesome to watch, not only just from an athletic standpoint, but just seeing the growth and development of these athletes. This town is filled with medical and health, right? So we have a few orthopedic groups. We got a few kind of general practicing healthcare groups. And it's really, really terrific that this town has really become a little bit of like a landmine in terms of health and wellness and doctors and anything in that medical field. And I think this is just a really, really great town. aside from being just a beautiful town with their beautiful downtown and all the little shops and coffee shops and all that good stuff down there, I think Wilton's just been a phenomenal place to be, a phenomenal place to work, and it's just something that I'm very proud and very happy to be a member of this community. Okay, so let's see. We're 15 minutes in. I just want to kind of wrap things up really quickly. So we're going to call this our wellness wrap up. Again, like I said, we're going to keep these short and sweet. I don't need to sit here and talk for hours, but wellness wrap up, and this is brought to you by Dynamic Edge Wellness and Cryotherapy. So my wellness tip for the day, for the week, for the month, whatever it may be. Let's talk about the easiest and the most simple way that we can create a little bit of a healthier lifestyle, okay? The best and easiest and most simple way that we can bring some health and wellness into our life is hydration. So just a little fun fact, right? 75% of Americans are living chronically dehydrated. Let that set in. 75%. I mean, that's everybody, right? There's only a few people that are actually hydrating to the number that they need to be hydrating to. Now, how do we stay hydrated, right? It's not just drinking water, right? You got these big old Stanley cups now. You see those funny, Instagram videos of the husband making fun of his wife with the big old Instagram, the big old Stanley cup on Instagram, and I think that's hysterical. But, hydrating is super, super important. So what do we need to do in order to stay hydrated? It's not just drinking water, right? If we just start chugging water, right, we're gonna be kind of like diluting our system. We're not gonna have the appropriate electrolyte balance, and I think that's super important to think about. Is you got to be getting the proper electrolytes into your system, as well as clear liquid, right? And clear liquid, what's clear liquid? Water, watered down juice, I guess. I don't know. It's got too much sugar in there. Gatorades, I would water that down too. There's a ton of sugar in there, unless you're gonna get that Gatorade Gatorade 1 or whatever has 0 calories. I don't know what the heck it's called. But you got to look at like the liquid IVs, those little packets. We are a big proponent of the LMNT, right? Element packets. These are pre-mixed packets with excellent flavor and 0 sugar. You add it to some water. It's full and jam-packed with all the electrolytes that you need. So we are big fans of LMNT. So if you ever want to try one, please come by, check it out. We have a whole bunch here, different flavors. They also have a seltzer, which is great, like a little bubbly, which is, I think, delicious. And so get your hydration in. 75% of Americans are living chronically dehydrated. I think that's crazy. So throughout the day, you gotta drink water, right? We all have to drink our water. We have to drink some sort of liquid throughout the day. Don't be drinking the sodas. Get away from that. That's just empty calories. It's not good for you. It's actually dehydrating. It's really kind of like bogging down the system. It's giving you sugar spikes. Your glucose spikes are going to be through the roof because of that. Just try to get away from sodas. Even the diet sodas, there's 0 calories and 0 sugar, but it's just really terrible chemicals that are in your body. So get rid of the sugars, get rid of the sodas, try to bring some nice clean liquids into your day. That's going to be the best, easiest, and most simple way that you can bring a little bit of wellness into your life. If you have any questions on how much to drink, if you have any questions on what to drink, don't be afraid to just kind of leave us some comments. You can reach out to us on Instagram, PT and Wellness Unplugged. We're going to be posting some videos. We're going to be posting some short clips, all these fun things that go along with this podcast. So again, that's our wellness wrap up. Thank you very much. Get hydrated, drink some water, drink some liquid, get some hydration packets into your system. Get some sodium because we all need that. It's not bad for you, right? We got to get that sodium in there. And in closing, I want you to just remember, it's your body, it's your best. That's our tagline here at Dynamic Edge. It's your body, it's your best. And with us, we're making your best even better. So until next time, I want you guys to just think about what you can do, take care of yourself, stay healthy, and stay active. Thank you.